This is the perfect bathing unit. This is the state it's in when it's first switched on. What we have here is we've got the main CPU controller, microcontroller, that serves web pages and operates the whole machinery. It's got onboard memory. This is the switch panel, which allows us to switch the water or the dryer on or add different shampoos into the water stream. We've also got a little OLED display, which reports back on what the system is doing at any particular moment in time. And we are controlling the servos are controlling the valves for the different soaps, and that's controlled from this board here. We've also got two LEDs here, one to indicate that the water is flowing, the other to indicate that there's power going to the dryer unit. And we have got a control here which adjusts the temperature of the water, just so we can test to make sure that should the water go above a certain level, it will actually shut down again. So we can now, in the situation we're at the moment, it's telling us that we have got an IP address we need to go to. So if we set our device to record that particular IP address, it's telling us it's connected, so we can now start the unit. So the unit is now starting. We've got a new web page loaded into through the server, and we can add credits. So we can then that would then allow a user to use the machine once they've bought their credits. So we will add. We've just added 6 credits there. We'll notice now at the moment that we've now added 300 seconds and we've used 1 of the credits. So I hit it 7 times. We've got 6 credits left. So the user can now start the machine, and you'll notice that if we were to say add water to that, it's now giving a warning to the user to say that water is about to start flowing, and water now, the LED is lit so that water is running. The timer is counting down because it's now using the credit time. The user can then add in a shampoo with number 2. So that is now again flashing away to show that it's purging through. And then any second now that server will open the valve to allow the soap to flow through into the Venturi. Any one time the user can change the soap, and so we're now running a soap 4, and they can stop the unit completely altogether. You will see that this will now open now that the valve is purged, or it will immediately shut off if we shut the water off. We can restart it if the water is running. Or we can switch over to the dryer. Obviously, if the water is running, we don't want the water to run when the dryer is on. So as soon as the dryer button is set, the water is shut off and the dryer is started. If the water is running and the water decides that the water starts to run too hot or cold, if the water is running cold, then it's not really a problem. It will continue to run. You can see I'm just simulating the temperature change on the display there. However, if the water gets too hot, all of a sudden now, if you notice, it's shut off the water completely, and the user can press and hold the water control button until that temperature drops back down to normal again, which it has there, so it can now go back into normal mode again. Coming back to the served web pages, we can delete the credits that we've just added. We can stop the unit altogether. So at the moment, we can see that the unit is running, and by clicking the stop, we can stop the unit from running altogether. We have an admin feature on this, where by putting in the admin password, the manager of the store can then make changes and do things like change the number of time available to a credit, and they can also report back on the total number of credits that have been added and the running time of the systems that have gone, showing the number of soap minutes that have been used. They can set themselves a new password, reset the history, or exit back to the user again. And that's about it. Thank you very much.